The close. Thank you, Councilmember Gallagher. We'll now begin with our presentations. Our first presentation is to the 2019 Tustin Man and Woman of the Year. I'd like to invite Erin Nielsen to the podium, and she will introduce Sharon Cable, who will introduce Patricia Machado and Rick Nelson with a short blurb of each of their accomplishments. And I'd like to hear from Erin now. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Mayor Clark. It is so wonderful to be here and see all of you in person after so long. It seems like a lifetime. I'm here wearing two hats today, as Erin Nielsen, Executive Director of the Tustin Community Foundation, and as Erin Nielsen, former Woman of the Year, 2018. I first of all want to thank you very much for the support you've given our nonprofit community. I want to tell you that your support of us through dollars that you've donated, up to $1 million, for us to help you partner with you in order to give out to other nonprofit organizations is gigantic. Because I think that we've all seen through this COVID pandemic the importance of nonprofits to our community. The other thing I want to say is that there's so many volunteers out there that love serving this community. I go on Facebook and I see people posting to the police department, to the city page, how much they love this city. And I tell you, we all do. And for you to thank them by supporting their efforts is gigantic, remembered, and so respected. I'm here tonight to recognize some volunteers that have been fantastic over a number of years to our community of Tustin. The first person I'd like to introduce is Sharon Cable. As you know, Sharon runs Enderley Center, and I don't think that there is anybody more generous in this entire community. She spreads her words of wisdom, her financial dollars, her friendship, and her support to a multitude of organizations that do everything from supporting our education, to the arts, to sports, to our community foundation, so that we can support even more. So I'd like to introduce Sharon, and then Sharon will go forth and introduce the people who have been elected or chosen as the Tustin area men and women for 2019. Again, thank you very much for all of your support in everything you do.
Thank you,
Sharon.
Erin. Come on up, Sharon. Welcome.
Thank you, Erin. Honorable Mayor Clark and other city council members, Al Enderley received many awards over his lifetime, a lot of accolades, but the award he really appreciated the most was when he was chosen Man of the Year by the past recipients of that honor. As we know, COVID changed many of Tustin's significant events and get-togethers that keep the community spirit we have all enjoyed for so many years. Days after the 2021 Tustin Area Man and Woman of the Year were announced at the June dinner, I realized that many in Tustin were not aware of who the recipients were. I enlisted Erin's help at that time at TCF to help me come up with some sort of an event where we could give them the recognition in the community that would celebrate them for all the work that they have done. However, our planning went awry when we had to cancel or put aside our celebration due to COVID. I could go on and on about the Man and Woman of the Year's outstanding credentials, both doctors. But for many years before I met them, and I've been in this community, I'm in my 27th year, while I was navigating my way through Tustin, because I don't live here, I was always aware of two names anywhere I went. And that was Dr. Patricia Machado and Rick Nelson, Dr. Richard Nelson, who volunteered and supported most everything in the Tustin community. They did so in a very consistent, humbled, heartfelt manner, which always has resonated with me. So tonight, in honor of Dr. Patricia Machado and Dr. Richard Nelson, Enderley Center is making a donation to the Tustin Community Foundation in honor of each of these worthy recipients, for each to donate to whatever charity that they would like to. No price can be put on the endless contributions that our Tustin Man and Woman of the Year for 2021 have made to the city of Tustin. So at this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Pat Machado and Dr. Richard Nelson. And also, I want to commend our Women of the Year, and that is Erin Nielsen, because I don't feel like she got the recognition that she deserved either.
Yes, thank you, Sharon.
So here we are. I'll give that to you.
Sharon's a very dear friend to several of the nonprofits for which I personally volunteer, and Richard can speak on his own behalf. So it's a tremendous honor, and I thank those of you that were able to be there that night. I know COVID has done a lot. In the lobby, I know this is an unusual meeting for all of us, but in the lobby, I do need to recognize that there is Woman of the Year, Lori Abelov, standing there, and then Man of the Year, Bob Machado. Yes, he's my husband. And also Tamis Berkheimer and her husband, Don Berkheimer, who have come from my particular nonprofit, Tustin Dollars for Scholars. And we thank the council for your recognition tonight. And for those of you watching, please continue to volunteer. Don't wait for the recognition. But please continue to volunteer because all of us cherish that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I want to thank Sharon for organizing this event. It's much appreciated. And I want to thank the City Council for putting on the event. Pat and I both appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you to you both. I particularly love the Tustin Area Man and Woman of the Year because essentially we're recognizing ambassadors of the city. And but you've already done all the legwork just to contribute to our community in a really positive way. And so it's a great opportunity to recognize your efforts over several years. So thank you. And we'd like to take a picture with all of you, if that's okay, the whole city council. If you guys are open to that, we'll go down and take a picture.
Did I drop my phone? I dropped my phone.
Come on, Sharon.
Yeah, probably want the sign in your mind.
Yeah, we can just have, so you're not so close together if you want, just some people on the steps, and then just in front, yeah. There we go, since there's quite a few of you. Aaron, get in. Aaron, look out of hide in the hall. How are you? Okay, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Oh, God, you can get in there. Thank you. Congratulations. Very nice.
Thank you all. You too. Thank you all. Thank you. Congratulations on being here.
How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you again. And I'm sure we'll see our 2019 Man and Woman of the Year in the Tiller Days Parade next year.